Well, coming up, a Mid-South mom opens up about raising a child with Down syndrome.
What her heartfelt story can teach all parents. That's next on Live at 9.
At 9:22, welcome back to Live at 9. Germantown mom Julia Gray doesn't sugarcoat the reaction she had when she learned her son was born with Down syndrome.
She reveals those raw emotions and how she overcame them in the book about James. It's part of the Living Inside the Testimony series. Julia, welcome to Live at 9. Glad to have you here this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
One thing, again, so interesting about this book is you share your innermost thoughts about your son, James, and you don't, again, sugarcoat it at all. Why the raw emotions, and who were you hoping to reach?
Well, when James was born, that was like my top 2 worst day of my life. But soon I learned that it was the best day of my life. I wouldn't change him if I could. And a lot of people are making decisions and living in fear. And I just want them to know that it's not something to fear. It's really a beautiful thing. The special needs children and the children with Down syndrome, just they add such quality to my life.
But a lot of people say that, and I think people who haven't experienced are kind of like, yeah. That's where the beauty of your willingness to be very vulnerable. It's hard for a mother to say, it was the worst day of my life.
Yeah, I didn't want to be a part of my life. And people said, oh, they're such a blessing. And I'm like, not for me.
Right, right.
But he has been.
So how did you eventually overcome those feelings, though?
Just through my faith and just seeing them and learning. It came very quickly. Some people have a harder road, a longer time.
Right.
But he really is just a joy. And I just learned we put our priorities all in the wrong place, and it helped me be accepting of, all of my children, to love them, for who they are.
Because sometimes the disabilities are hidden.
Yes.
You might have the perfect achiever, perfect looks, perfect this, perfect that. But deep inside, there's a challenge.
Yeah.
So is it a case of God equipping you? They always say he doesn't call the equipped, he equips the called. Is that part of your message?
It had to be. Everything, anything that I'm able to do is because God gave me the strength. But this actually, after I let go, and got out of my fear, it wasn't a difficult thing at all.
As you started the process of writing this book, did you have a chance to talk with other people about how perhaps you could inspire them with your story?
I'd been told that, that, wow, you've done this at, and it helped me. It gave me a drive, and also I wanted other people, just everyday people that see James in the grocery, to be more accepting of him, to take the stigma away, to make it more of a normal, natural thing that it'll make everybody's life better.
And how's James today?
He's feisty. He's just turned 9, and he's just the light of our life.
What's the #1 takeaway you want for people from your book?
Don't fear. It's nothing to fear, and get to know those with special needs, because it feels awkward. I feel awkward when I come up to somebody that's different that I've never dealt with.
Sure.
But within 5 minutes, it's good.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
We appreciate you being here.
Here is a book signing for you in Bartlett. There's another one later in July as well. This one's at the Bookstop Plus on Bartlett Boulevard. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.